Hello runners, hope all of you doing well. Coach Bala here. Congratulations for finishing 3 weeks of training and what an achievement guys. 21 days over, first milestone is over. I hope you guys are doing well. So today for this weekend's message, I thought I'd give you a message from a very special place, at least for me. I made a short visit to my hometown, Chennai, and I just came yesterday late night and of course jet lag and such, couldn't sleep. But you know what? When life gives you a lemon, you make a lemonade, right? So that's what I made today. I just took a Uber, came to this very sort of famous place, Marina Beach. It's a beautiful place it's a childhood memory, a lot of childhood memories here. And wonderful place to come hover on and then just enjoy what I'm going to show you just now. Just look at this. That's the Bay of Bengal, around 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. Just finished my run, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. Just finished my run and just sitting here and reminiscing life, speaking to all of you. So this message is for both runners and walkers, and I just wanted to actually focus on one running theory, but because I am here, and I thought I might as well add one more element, which normally I talk a little later, but the environment is perfect, so I should talk right now about that, which is how to think about destination runs. Now, destination run as a concept is very famous in RHWB. So, especially for new runners, it's important that you listen this thought process. We coaches, every time we do hear that, hey coach, I'm not sure how I'm going to run tomorrow or next week because I'm traveling. Now, one way of looking at it is, yes, travel could be a disruption. But when you get more experienced in RHWB, you will realize that travel is actually a wonderful gift given to you, because when you start traveling, you can then really experience many places like you've never experienced before, and running in those places, and which is what I've been doing. Trust me, I've been doing this for now a good I would say 20 years now, and I can tell you my travel, putting my modesty aside, I travel a lot. Maybe one of the top 5% of travelers in our group. Last 10 years, maybe I'm averaging 150,000 miles of air travel a year, maybe more, at a minimum I'm talking about. And with all those 10-15 years of travel, for me the best thing that has happened because of running is that I've gotten a chance to experience various cities in ways that I would have never experienced if I was not running. So that's what I wanted to start off this message, which is, if you're traveling, you have an incredible opportunity to make a phenomenal use of that opportunity. And this is how you should approach that. First thing is, when you travel, don't think of just trying to run just around wherever you're living. That doesn't work, especially if you're traveling in India. It doesn't work. What you should do is plan it out. Think of any marquee areas around your house and plan it out. Take a Uber and take a Uber and go to that place, like what I did today. Now this place is about 15 to 20 minutes away from my house, so I take a Uber and come here and spend the time experiencing this place. And trust me guys, there are so many places like that. I've done this in Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Kerala, Cochin, so many places where I have made it a point to find a good spot, take Uber and go there and then run. Oh my god, I dropped my bottle. Go there and run. And I want you all to do that so that you experience some incredible places, what they say, not just India, every other place. So that is the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing is, when you are running, especially like today, for instance, I'm jet lagged. So I have to make sure that I don't screw up. So normally when you are jet lagged, your heart rate goes up. So you cannot assume to run in the same sort of intensity. You got to think of it as more of a, yes, I just somehow do the miles. Goal is not to go fast and things like that. Goal is to check the box from a distance standpoint, but having fun. That's the goal. When you start having fun, you'll do this again and again. So that's the second tip I wanted to give you. And thirdly, especially if you're traveling in India, man, apart from the nostalgic experiences like what I'm having right now, India offers some incredible things when you think about running in the morning, like what I'm going to do right now. Finish my run, I'll sit and enjoy this beautiful surrounding for some time, and then I will go and have Nariyal Pani, which is available in abundance, fresh coconut water, and then go to my favorite Indian restaurant here and have that sumptuous breakfast of idli, vada and all that amazing stuff, which is very authentic here in Chennai. And that's something that really keeps me going, and I really want to do this more and more. I in fact run so that I can eat well and eat a lot, which is like a gift for myself. And you feel great about yourself too. So that's what I would suggest, guys. Consider destination runs. Don't think of travel as a deterrent. Think of it as a stimulant. It should stimulate your training. And if, for instance, you forgot your shoes and stuff like that, just go and buy another shoe. You always need another shoe. Okay. So if you've forgotten your shoe, just go and buy another shoe. I've done that too. I've gone on travel, I've forgotten the shoe, I just bought another shoe and brand. Man, it was just totally worth it. So that's what I want you to do. Think about that, and I want to see those. And whenever you're doing destination runs, take pictures and share with us. It's always a fun thing. So the message for today though is, as you are looking into getting into the season training, I wanted to talk about what exactly your body is undergoing as you go through the structured training process. So the way you should think about this training is captured in this term. This training is about cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, mental strength training. That means as you are progressively training, one of the questions that some of you might be having is, hey, I'm struggling to do 1.5 miles. I've signed up for a half marathon. Or if you're a walker, I'm just able to walk a mile. How am I going to walk a 10K, or how am I going to walk a half marathon? The same thing goes for other distances as well. You might be wondering, what is going to happen in 16 weeks that suddenly at the end of 16th week I'm able to do these big distances? How can I do that? I can't believe it. Well, there are two things I want to tell you. First thing is, you should believe it, because you're not the only one. Now we have seen about 2,500 runners have done exactly the same thing. So just statistics alone proves that yes, you all can do it. If all others can do, you can do it too. So that's kind of just data. But more importantly, what is really happening in your body? What is really happening in your body, guys, is that there is this inside-out transformation that is taking place. An inside-out transformation where your body is suddenly going through a systematic change to the better at various levels. And that's what this cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, mental strength improvement is all about. Now, cardio is heart, vascular is blood vessels, muscle, musculoskeletal, muscles and joints, and then finally mental strength. So what happens is, as you're running, every day when you give a little bit of stress to your body, and which is what our training plan is all about. It is a controlled increase in stress. That's what we are trying to give you. And as you are every day giving more and more stress to your body, what is happening is the body is thinking, hey, what the hell is happening here? I got to start preparing better, because body is under stress. A little bit more stress than what it is. If it is too much of stress, then it goes into shock. But when it is slightly more than what it can take, it starts what is called as a training impact. So the first thing it does is it starts improving your heart efficiency. Efficiency of pumping gets better. That means as you are doing this more and more, your blood, your heart is able to pump out more blood than what it was doing, let's say 1 or 2 weeks before training. So that's the improvement in cardio. Then the second thing, which is super interesting that happens, is more and more blood vessels are opening up. It's almost like a tributary in a river. Where maybe because there was no water flowing, some of the tributaries got shut down. But now as more and more water is coming in, it's almost like the pathways for water is increasing and more distributaries and tributaries are getting opened up. Likewise, in your body, more and more blood vessels are formed, or those blood vessels that were closed before has opened up. Or in other words, more and more muscles in your body is getting supply of blood. Or in other words, your body is activating more muscles. So before training, let's say you had 100 muscle fibers. But because you were not training, only 60 muscle fibers were used. The remaining 40 muscle fibers were dormant, or it was not getting any blood supply. But right now, what is happening is because of this consecutive, consistent training, blood starts flowing into more and more muscle parts, which is already there in your system, and hence activating more muscles. Now, as more muscles get activated, you get more power. Now, the cardiac heart is pumping more blood. More blood vessels are opened up, more muscles are getting activated, it's already there. And then comes more muscle fiber getting developed as well. So initially, let's say you were 100 units of muscle fibers, 60 was being used, 40 was not being used at all. Now with this more blood flowing, the remaining 40 is beginning to get activated. But not only that, another 20 muscle fiber gets added. Or in other words, you go from 60 to 120 in double quick time. So think about this transformation that is happening. There is heart is getting better, more blood vessels are getting formed, blood is going to more places, more muscles are getting activated, more muscle fibers are getting created. These are all like 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to not 4 or 5, it is 10. It is literally, the development is getting exponentially more as you go through the training platform. Now let's look at the cellular structure. Inside the cells, there is a power center called mitochondria. Now mitochondria, we'll talk about it later on, but mitochondria is a place where energy is sort of created and delivered to the various muscles. Now as you do the structured training, your proportion or quantity of mitochondria actually increases in the body. So if you think about it now, guys, your heart is getting better, more blood is being pumped out, more blood vessels are being formed, more blood vessels are being opened up, more muscle fibers are getting blood, more muscle fibers are getting created, and at a cellular level, mitochondria is also increasing, thereby the power generation is also increasing. So you can see an inside-out transformation is taking place in your body. On top of all of this, the most powerful thing, which is your mental strength. When you started, you thought if somebody had told you that you can do a 1 mile run, you would say your mind was not believing in it. But now that you've done 3 weeks of walking and running, if somebody says, hey, you can do 1.5 miles, you can say, yeah, I have done it. I just did it 2 days ago. So if somebody says, now you can go and do 2 miles, you are thinking, hey, yeah, I could do 1.5, yeah, a little bit 0.5, I can do more. So I can go up to 2. Or in other words, your mind is getting stronger and stronger in managing the resources that you have. And at the end of the day, I'm sure you all would agree with me, it's all in the mind. Once you're mentally locked in, everything becomes easy. If not easy, everything becomes doable. That is really what is happening, guys, with all of you. As you go into this, now that your habit is formed, as you go into the next phase of this training, understand that there is an inside-out transformation that is taking place. And believe in it, understand that you are in this journey where something crazy is happening right now in your body. Crazy good is happening in your body. And as a result, you can do some phenomenal things. And that's what this training is all about. That's where we run together and slowly we rise together. Okay? Hope all this makes sense, guys. So in summary, don't miss out on destination runs when you're traveling so that you can experience. Absolutely beautiful. Experience something like that. And understand that this training is an inside-out transformation training of cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, mental strength training. So all you have to do now is, even if you don't remember any of this, what I told you, all you have to do now is just focus on the next day and just execute it and forget about it like what I just now did. Just execute on today's run and then from there. And everything else will fall into place. Okay? All the very best, folks. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. And let's keep the training going. Take care, guys.